What's going on, guys? It's LKE or Luke, just remove the U and you got LKE. Today, we're going to be talking about something that maybe you're just questioning a lot, and that's because as an adult, you start to realize the world isn't all that it seems, and the kind of misty illusion of adulthood or people in terms of those that function in society and helping humanity go forward don't have a clue. Today we're going to talk about actually something really important for people who are kind of getting to the age of you're 18 to 24, whatever, you're going into the working world, or you've been in the working world and you know this already. Nobody actually knows what they're doing and it's like, well, hey, you're in this job because you went to university and you've done all of these other things to get you to where you are now. But I couldn't be further from the truth. I mean, I'm in that situation right now. Like, I was made redundant. A video will be coming on that in the future at some point last year, and I thought I had everything kind of figured out to some extent. There's a bit of like a path for me in terms of career professionally, like developing into new roles and making more money and then more commission, all this other stuff, right? That kind of dangling carrot that people kind of fall for. I definitely fell for it myself, thinking I will achieve something by just continuously working and grinding away. But I was like, I was very conscious. Like, I knew I wanted other stuff in life and I want to do more things with myself rather than do a job. Like when people say, what's your dream job? And I just look at them, me and my partner will go, you dream of labor? Like, you dream of working? Like, I've never once had a dream about working and making cold calls or selling stuff. I mean, you might be one of those guys like Jordan Belfort, red pill dudes. Cool. I mean, all power to you. But I'm definitely a hard worker and grafter, but not in that sense. Hell no. And if you're watching this, you're probably the same. Adults are just older versions of themselves, right? Like the older version of the kid, the teenager. Adults are just grown up babies, and they might seemingly have things put together, but you don't know what goes on behind closed doors. You don't know what happens when they close that door and they get home and the world crumbles, right? You realize that as you get older, probably you go through experiences of your own and you think, wait, my life isn't, all exactly perfect and to the exact, created, envisioned thing. I'm rambling here, but like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not like in this perfect idealistic life, and most people are kind of just learning as a kind of a reaction of the work they're doing or the consequences they're facing by the actions they're doing, and the things that they've kind of done historically have got them to where they are. For example, if you have never gone to the gym and now you're 25 overweight and thinking, oh, I want to lose weight, well, you're going to have to build those habits and start again. You didn't know what you was doing now, but maybe you're at a point of clarity. That's just one random topic. But if you were doing these things, historically, like always going to the gym, eating healthy, by the time you're in your 20s, you'll have some structure around diet and food, for example, right? This goes into every facet of life, whether you're reading books, studying, or playing games that's a detriment to your professional life, or you're studying, whatever your age is, right? I'm 24. I don't play games as much as I used to, but I don't have that same desire to play them as much as I was when I was like 18, even 20. I mean, as a kid, like 15, 12, whatever the age was, I was just on that all the time. And I wish I was making content back then when I was actually. You can see one of my older channels, I'll talk about it another time, but I was still uploading like random stuff. But I was like, I'd rather play than edit a video. I was 13, and like, you know what I'm saying? People don't know what they're doing at all stages of life, and hindsight is that beautiful thing that helps us kind of get it to the point where we might have been winging it, but now you need to be reflective. And if you're at this like 18 to 25-year-old range, or 30, or you're just anyone wanting to do better, sometimes it's about kind of taking a step back and realizing you actually didn't know what you was doing, and now you got a bit of direction, and then you can start kind of going forward. I appreciate that as a very rambled way of getting to this point, but hopefully you understand. Like, one, I'm a rambler. I like to talk about things and we'll go about it in many details, and I'll pause about it because of my brain and the way it works. But this is my space. This is my community. It's our space technically. I just want to make it mine, right? So moving on to my next point. Confidence doesn't really equal certainty in life, right? I could be really confident when I wake up that I'm going to, for example, in my work life, make 100 calls. I'm going to book meetings, and then I'm going to have opportunities to sell people on particular services, products that I sell. I'm not in a job right now at the time of recording this, but you get what I'm trying to say. But it doesn't mean when I make those dials, people are going to pick up the phone or they're going to give me the objections I can handle and spin off into a creative way. What it feels like in life, right, is the faking it till you make it. I'm going to be honest, I think fake it till you make it actually is some of the best advice out there. And people can take it either way. And there's one kind of school of thinking where it's like faking it till you make it is like, well, no, you actually need to put some effort into here. There's some people that just say fake it till you make it, and it's like, oh, I'm going to have a YouTube channel that will cover my rent. Well, are you making videos and posting stuff? No, you're not. Well, then that's just bullshit, right? Faking it till you're making it is like actually just doing the damn thing that's required to move it forward. And maybe there's something I notice more with my other channel that I do with my partner, See Distractions. Make sure you go check that out. We have basically faked it till we've got to a particular point of like, oh, there's a bit of progress, there's some community being built here, there's subscribers, we have monetization. Oh, we should probably put some like admin focus effort into this, right? This goes into other areas of your life, whether it's at university, it's at gym, at work, whatever it's going to be, those like areas of your life that kind of surround health, wealth, love, and happiness. If you keep just doing it and you feel like you're faking it, well, in reality, one day it's probably going to be part of your reality. Like, you'll be the thing that you have always wanted to be. Like for me, I've always like wanted to go gym, get stronger, be fitter, and then do jiu-jitsu in more recent years, in the past 3 years. Now I've got my blue belt. I'm like, oh, wait, am I good now? Am I half decent now? How bad am I? I know I'm shit. I'm actually not bad, but like my mentality is like I'm always going to be shit at the things I do. Like that's just me. That's like that fake it kind of mentality where it's like, oh, I'm always going to be bad. I'm always going to be bad, no matter what anyone says, right? But instead, life right now is just learning to decide, with 60-70% of the information available that you can actually digest and go and just actually try and do new things. Like you can have that kind of confidence to just say, I'm going to fake it and make it some way or other. Most people are saying they're waiting for like the perfect short on Instagram or YouTube or TikTok or whatever to tell them what to do. That's never going to happen. I can tell you to do the thing if we had a conversation and told you. It's up to you about the activity and the action. Now, this kind of goes into a really great segue. My next point is going to be around social media is really just lying to you about adulthood because many reasons, but the first one is social media is just giving you the highlights. You're very easily connected with, I say connected in inverted commas as if you could see me, but you're not connected with people anymore, but you're connected with them, and you're connected with people by following them somehow. That makes you connected about people who are richer than you, better looking than you, younger, older, whatever it's going to be, have X amount of money coming through per month. And it's like, that is 0.001% of people in life and reality. Social media kind of warps that, and all you're going to be seeing is the outcomes. They're not showing the hard work or the process that went behind that, and it just completely warps your judgment about your own progress because you put that kind of effort that they've got or outcomes they've achieved on a pedestal. That is just the quickest way to become depressed in the modern world. I spoke to a few people as well who at my old workplace, this guy had a son. He was the same age as me, or about the same age. He just had nothing really going for him. He was sitting on TikTok all day. He was doing okay on TikTok, like on lives and stuff, but he was telling me, he was like, Luke, my son is the same age as you. He's depressed as hell and going through this stuff, and he just sits on his phone and social media all day. And I was like, well, I mean, he just points out the glaringly obvious problem, but no one's going to really tell them that or help them. And I'm like, mate, I won't say his name, but I was like, mate, you need to intervene because he is just seeing highlight reel after highlight reel after Lamborghini, Ferrari, whatever the hell the bullshit like materialistic thing is. And he's judging himself based on that, when in reality it's probably someone who was selling courses online and like selling his soul for it. I mean, is that really comparable to the person who's actually contributing to society, working a decent job, or just like living some sort of normality that isn't like excess on an exuberance online? Because ideally, like for me, the peaceful life would be no social media and have the YouTube channel, right? That's like my sense of community, and people come to me and I come to them to share ideas, advice, or whatever it's going to be, as opposed to millions of people on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, whatever the hell the thing is, LinkedIn, whatever. It doesn't appeal to me. And I think everyone's kind of got into this sense of like, are we looking to escape this? Are we trying to be part of it? I mean, who knows? And again, I'm just good at this, right? It goes into the next point. Feeling lost isn't really part of failure. It's a part of life. It's a transition phase. It's actually good that feeling lost is a feeling you're kind of experiencing, because either you're questioning what's going on, you're questioning your identity, or you're going through a transition phase. And I definitely been going through that recently. And even though like I feel lost and I feel like everything needs to be thrown upside down, blown up and stuff, it's not that. It's like you're going through a really uncomfortable like growing up period or transition period of like the life you or phase you was in before is changing. And I don't think you'll experience this any harder than when you're probably like out of university, or you're like 23, 24, 25. You've been in a job for a couple of years, or you've been made redundant like myself, which I can't wait to do that video. You'll go through this transition phase of like, oh crap, what am I doing? What is my identity? What keeps me going forward? Because when you have structure and routine, it's amazing. Like you can hit everything you need to do. Oh, I'm going to do this at this time. I'm going to come up with ideas for this and to go to the gym here. Like you build your life, right? Once that's all thrown up, or things change drastically, you're like, oh my days, what the hell do I do? And that's like a really important time where it's like, you can be doing absolutely fine, like externally, but like internally feel completely stuck, lost, broken. And it's like, you don't need to feel any type of way about that in terms of negativity. Like being lost doesn't mean you're lazy, and being lazy doesn't mean you're unmotivated. These don't have any like correlation. To some people you might think otherwise, but in moments like these, when you're kind of going through this weird transition phase and you're seeing that other people around you don't have it as put together as, you know, what you really thought they were, that's because of what humans as you get older like share externally. You'll like talk about little tidbits here and there, but you're never going to overshare. I mean, you can do, but I wouldn't be one of those guys. Like it's not my nature to. But everyone is going through different phases or seasons in life, and you don't have to be too worried about being, you know, in a period of discomfort, because usually that kind of shows up before an immense sense of clarity or like a breakthrough. I'm hoping that happens for me. I mean, I'm waiting for it. So, I mean, I've noticed it in like small minutiae, because in terms of like being made redundant at the end of November last year in 2025, and then having 2 months so far now of like not working, it's weird, but like I had to process a lot of stuff in terms of like personal life, and now I'm getting to that point where even though it still comes up in flashes and things are still making me question, what am I doing? Like, is this the right path? Should I just change everything completely? Like, I feel extremely unvalidated, but maybe that's a good point, because I'm feeling unvalidated because all the effort and the work I put into something has gotten me so far. And now it's like, okay, what are you going to do now? Are you going to move on to the next thing? Are you going to use that same oomph and energy to like get you to the next point? Like, there could be someone listening to us who like is doing computer science at university or at college, knows how to code, is doing Java or whatever, for example, and now it's like, oh crap, AI's here. What the hell am I going to do? This whole sense of identity I had around development, coding, all that great stuff is gone, because there's, you know, big corporates and billionaires basically bringing AI to the business landscape and changing up like the availability of jobs and the types of jobs you'll be doing. If you're in your situation, there's a whole lot to do. There's a whole lot of groundwork, but again, that's like a whole transition in itself, and you might feel lost. You might feel lost in your own thing where you're like, oh, I've been pouring my heart out into a business or to university or to studies, anything, and now you're like complete with it, or you're transitioning to something else, and you're just feeling that kind of sense of like, what's now? What's next? What's to be done? Sometimes it's good to just sit in that period of like doing nothingness, but like actually do stuff though. Don't do nothing, but like don't work on the thing that was doing it. Like take a break from it. Maybe just like go to other areas of interest or hobbies, because no one else knows what they're doing. You'll realize most adults probably don't even have hobbies themselves, which again, a whole other issue and problem and topic for another day. But anyway, to round up, the last point I have to cover is everyone is on a different timeline, even if it doesn't look like it or feel like it. You could be 24 just like me, but you're on a different timeline. You're going to do a master's. You could be 24 just like me and be a millionaire making hundreds of thousands a month from some social media or courses. You could be younger than me or us, whoever you are watching this video right now, and be 18-year-old streamer making ridiculous money, like doing dumb shit on the internet. I mean, that's a whole other topic for another day, but there's no like universal schedule for success or for achieving stuff or having a career at a particular time, having a relationship, having money or having kids or whatever. It's just up to you. Like, it really is up to you in terms of what you're going to do, in terms of like planning for the future. Some people are having kids and being married at 21. I wouldn't suggest to do that, because there's a whole lot of growing up and maturity that comes with like that weird period around 20 to 25. You know what you want, or you start to understand what you want. I'm in a period of 24 years of being alive. I still don't know what I want to do every day, but I don't think anyone does. And that's kind of the crux of this whole conversation around, people might seemingly know what they're doing, but like, they probably don't. Some of your biggest creators online, or some of your favorite creators on YouTube, they'll literally make video after video, weekly videos, and do things that are like extremely aligned with like their channel and what they do. Then one day you'll see a video from them like saying they're burnt out, or like they're feeling lost, or they're feeling depressed, anxious, whatever the thing is. I've seen loads of those videos and I feel the same. But like, you'll see people just like us, yourself, who you have a real great bond with online, despite never speaking to them, have the same exact thoughts. And these people are definitely ahead of us, but like, comparing them is typically just a shortcut to being sadder and more depressed. Sometimes you have to go, hey, fair play, guy, girl, whatever. It's cool that you've been able to achieve this, and you're showing like, actually you're feeling just like me and lost. Now it's my time to do something for myself and pick up like new skills or interests or hobbies or things, just to make yourself feel a sense of like belonging and that you're not lost. Because so many people who probably watching this video, same age as me, younger, even older, will probably be like kind of sucked into like the everyday monotony of life. And right now I'm in a position where I can have I do have a break from work, because I'm not in a job, but like, I'm financially okay to have that break, and I'm not stressing, but I'm stressing in other ways. But it's like, this is the season of change, right? And I don't need to compare myself to people who grew up with, you know, a family had a business and then they're going to make money from it. Or I grew up with, you know, a silver spoon, or I grew up with the opportunity that my dad was, you know, a doctorate in physics, and now I'm going to be a, you know, high achieving person in maths or sciences, whatever it's going to be, like whatever the damn context is going to be. We don't have those freedoms or liberties. You play the hands, you play the cards you're dealt, the hand you're dealt, and you just keep moving on. Whether or not that achieves happiness is a whole other thing, and ideally that's by like lifestyle design, but no one really knows what they're doing. And by me rambling, it kind of like reinforces that of like, you can go from point to point, talk about everything that is coming across your brain, but in reality it's about doing the thing. And if I will leave you with any imparting wisdom, it's going to be the fake it till you make it thing, man. Honestly, just keep doing something, whittling away at it, and you might actually start like seeing fruits of your labor, at least, like whether it's in saving, investing, working, whatever it's going to be. Over time you'll see the progress. It's just right now things might seem very zoomed in. In reality, in life, you need to sit back, zoom out, and go, oh, I've made this progress, be more respectful and loving on myself, and then start to kind of go, this is what we're going to start doing. Boom, here we go, double down, 100% energy, here we go. So I'll leave you on that, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's rambling. Come back for more, please do. I'm enjoying making these kind of videos already. Just singing to the microphone is weird. Need a camera on or something. Maybe we'll do it in the future, but I'm hoping you guys are enjoying these content. So it's been LKE. Make sure you guys do leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll see you in the next video for another rambling. Make sure you go check out the Seeker Distractions YouTube channel that me and my partner do. Mel, love her to bits, so go check that out. What's my passing comment? I should probably get an outro. Goodbye.